So you're from law and order sort of country, Wanganui, so what do you think, Hamish?
Well, yeah, so the only key you should throw away is John Key, first of all. To do away with rehabilitation, to do away the possibility of reforming a human being is just totally uncivilised, and it's actually medieval, and it's ridiculous. And if you think that Labour is going to get into a Dutch auction for how to be harder on crime...
The reality is we're not throwing away the key. What we're saying is that for those people that have committed 2 violent offences and have had a penalty of over 5 years, they will not get parole. That's not throwing away the key. There's a difference.
Yeah, well, a lot of people agree with that. I want to ask, hands up, a big yes. Who agrees with National's non-parole policy? No's? No! Is that like kind of half and half?
No. I'll tell you what, you asked two of them. You asked...
Yeah.
Right.
You asked the people in South...
I want to know what they're going to do about the finance company gangs. When are they going to start prosecuting those gangs? And putting them behind bars.
Kevin, that's not a bad call.
And throwing away the key.
Okay, now this is the prize for tonight. Now it's called the Great Kiwi Sports Quiz Book by Hamish McDowell. So this is what you're doing when you're not sort of campaigning in Wanganui.
Yeah,
now here is the question. Here is the question. Oh Christ! Who is known as the voice of bowls and was once reprimanded for disturbing competitors with his enthusiastic commentary? Not even David Farrar. Who's known as the voice of bowls? Okay. Hamish, why do you write such crap questions, man? Honestly, man, this is a fat book. No, why do you want to be an MP? Okay, what's Helen Clark's middle name? Where do I go? High fives. Good work. Right, we're going to be hearing more from our excellent candidates after the break.
News when you want it.
You'll always be able to access the most up-to-date news.
On TVNZ7.
And breaking news.
Backed by the nation's biggest news resource, One News.
There was a significant physical assault.
With updates on the hour, every hour.
We'll now cross live to report...
Now the government wants to clamp
South
down.
Auckland Police are continuing their hunt.
And a full hour-long bulletin every night at 8.
For more information, we cross live now.
A longer look at the day's big stories.
Stories that count.
It's news for New Zealanders throughout the day on TVNZ7.
The last thing you want is a journalist who thinks, for God's sake.
What's up with gay media? Any idiot can edit yesterday's paper.
No, I'm not racist.
The state produces 20% of the U.S. domestic supply of energy.
She just made that up.
They're telling it like it is.
Sex, religion, bodily function.
Join Russell Brown as he puts the media under the microscope.
What exactly is going on?
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Media 7, first on Wednesdays at 9:30 on TVNZ7.
Welcome back to Backbenchers. Now, one of the great things about this panel here, the candidates here, is that there's a real mix, a really interesting mix of electorates. They're so diverse. So what I want to ask here is, what are the particular issues in your area? Let's start with Kevin.
I guess the single biggest issue for West Coast Tasman is actually transition. It's pretty evident. We've got a world economy that's based on exploiting non-renewable resources. At some point in the future, we're going to be needing to live with less. Okay. The question is how we get from where we are now to that point. We can either continue on the path we are and crash down to that point, or we can manage that transition. And that's a big issue everywhere in the electorate.
Okay.
The second biggest issue is around infrastructure.
Okay.
Rural electorate, maintaining infrastructure, strengthening communities.
Okay. Nikki, Auckland Central. What's the big issue in Auckland Central?
Well, there are a couple, and I'd say that people are really struggling out there at the moment with the rising cost of food and living.
Not at Prego, they aren't.
Well, they are in Westmere, actually.
Oh, okay.
But what I was going to say is the environment's a massive issue in Auckland Central. We've got the Hauraki Gulf, one of the most beautiful areas in New Zealand, and nothing's been done in terms of enhancing and protecting it. So I'm committed to actually focusing on that area and making it a better place for all New Zealanders.
Cool. Hamish McDowell, Michael Law's country?
Yeah, well,
Wanganui?
Law and order is an issue, but it's actually the real issue is domestic violence. There's 1,000 incidents of domestic violence a year in Wanganui. That's 3 a night, and that's just not good enough, and I've got zero tolerance for it.
Where do you stand on banning the gangs? I mean, that sort of emanated away out of that out of that electorate, hasn't it? Where do you stand, Hamish?
Just the practicalities of that. I mean, you can ban the gangs. What about tattoos? You can ban the gangs and the hidden. You can ban the gangs, but not the bandanas. I mean, I applaud citizens getting up and standing for it, but I don't stand for the actual thing.
Okay.
And
Derek Fox, Māori Party, Ikaro Rafiri. What
well,
are the issues
I think
there?
there's a whole range of things, because if you've got an electorate that starts on the other side of Hicks Bay and comes all the way down to Cook Strait, there's a whole heap of issues in there. But a lot of them are around poverty. You know, the sort of people in my electorate, their mean average income is per family is $15,000 less than the New Zealand average. So straight away, that's money that's not going into those people's families, food, you know, fuel, homes, all that sort of thing. Unemployment is an area. Now, people talk about having reduced unemployment, but the people in my electorate and Māori people are still 3 times more unemployed than other New Zealanders, and that's not good enough. Just not good enough. So there needs to be a lot more work done in that area.
You know, I just wish we had another, you know, a half an hour to sort of chat with you guys. But finally, I want to sort of say to Hamish, give us a David Bowie quip, another factoid.
Oh, factoid. Oh, do you know, Mickey Rourke did a rap on one David Bowie song. Beat that.
There you go. Hamish McDowell. I just want to say a big thank you to Kevin Haig from the Green Party for coming on the show. And good luck. Thank you. Good luck. Nikki Kay, Auckland Central. Very, very best of luck to you. And we'll... And you never know, you might get my tick.
Thank you.
Or not. Or not.
I'll be talking to you afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Hamish McDowell.
Great to see you.
Labour, good to see you. And Derek Foss, Māori Party, great. And also, I must say thank you very much to the audience here. Hand a round of applause for yourselves. It makes the whole show, it really does. Come down. My name's Wallace Chapman, and that's Backbenchers. See you next Wednesday night. Kia ora.